Charlie Sheen spent the better part of Christmas Day in a Colorado jail cell.
Shame on her. Honk that horn, lady. Wonk, wonk.
Look at these two. Wow.
There's only one person alive that has the answers to so many people's questions about me. And that's
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Some are saying that you're bipolar.
I'm bi winning.
Before the scandals, before the drugs, and long before the winning meltdown that turned him into a meme, Charlie Sheen was Hollywood's untouchable golden boy. But the moment that destroyed his career? It wasn't the meltdown, it was something far darker, and almost nobody knows it. Born into the glare of the limelight, he seemed destined for stardom, yet his career became a cautionary tale of fame, excess, and self-destruction. From early success as one of Hollywood's most bankable actors to a public spiral that shocked the world, Charlie Sheen's story is a dramatic journey through ambition, addiction, and the consequences of living life in the fast lane. And stay with me until the end, because the moment that truly destroyed his career wasn't what the world thinks, and the truth behind it is even darker. Charlie Sheen was born Carlos Erwin Estevez on the 3rd of September 1965 in New York City, to a family deeply embedded in the entertainment industry. His father, Martin Sheen, was an acclaimed actor known for his work in Apocalypse Now and countless other films, while his mother, Janet Templeton, was a dancer. Growing up, Charlie was exposed to the intricacies of Hollywood life from a young age. But even in these early years, his life was already drifting toward a dangerous path one Hollywood wasn't prepared for. But there was something darker happening behind closed doors, something his closest friends noticed long before Hollywood did. Charlie's career began in the early 1980s, but his breakout role came in 1984 when he starred in Red Dawn, an action-packed Cold War thriller that showcased his youthful energy and acting ability. Shortly after, he delivered a critically acclaimed performance in Platoon, 1986, directed by Oliver Stone, a film that won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Sheen's portrayal of a young, conflicted soldier cemented his place as one of Hollywood's rising stars. By his early 20s, Charlie Sheen had achieved what many actors spend a lifetime pursuing: talent recognition, critical acclaim, and industry credibility. From rising star to walking disaster, it all happened faster than anyone imagined. The late 1980s and early 1990s marked the peak of Sheen's early career. He starred in a string of commercially successful films, including Wall Street, 1987, where his performance alongside Michael Douglas showcased his ability to hold his own with established actors. Charlie's charm, wit, and on-screen magnetism made him a favorite in Hollywood, and his reputation as both a talented actor and a charismatic personality began to grow. Sheen seemed unstoppable, a young man at the top of his game, with fame, fortune, and opportunities all within his grasp. And what the public didn't know at the time is that one decision made during these years would destroy everything later. But success has a cost, and for Charlie, that cost was about to hit harder than anyone expected. Yet the very intensity that fueled Charlie's early success also sowed the seeds of his downfall. Hollywood, known for both glamour and excess, exposed him to a world of temptation and indulgence. Parties, alcohol, and substance use were part of the culture, and Sheen, like many young stars, became enmeshed in a lifestyle that was as destructive as it was glamorous. Behind the camera, Charlie struggled with personal issues that would soon begin to interfere with his professional life. Relationships, substance abuse, and reckless behavior became increasingly public, foreshadowing a series of events that would alter the course of his career. By the late 1990s, Sheen's talent was often overshadowed by his personal controversy. Reports of alcohol abuse, drug use, and tumultuous relationships dominated tabloids and media coverage. While he continued to work in films, the consistency of his career began to suffer. Roles that might have solidified his legacy slipped away, and directors and producers started to view him as unpredictable and unreliable. Charlie Sheen, once the embodiment of Hollywood promise, was slowly becoming defined by scandal and self-destructive behavior. Because just when his comeback seemed certain, the cracks in his life were already spreading like wildfire. Yet behind the scenes, something was already crumbling, something that would eventually blow up on live television. And this is the moment where his fate changes, the moment Hollywood still doesn't talk about. The transition to television marked a new chapter in Sheen's career. In 2003, he landed the lead role in the sitcom 2.5 Men. Portraying Charlie Harper, a hedonistic bachelor with a sharp wit, the show was a massive success, quickly becoming one of the highest-rated sitcoms in television history. Sheen's comedic timing, charisma, and ability to connect with audiences helped the show dominate ratings for years. At the height of the show's popularity, Charlie Sheen was making millions per episode, enjoying unprecedented financial and professional success. It seemed he had reinvented himself, balancing his reputation as a Hollywood bad boy with the appeal of a TV comedy star. Yet even during this period, the chaos behind the scenes continued. Sheen's personal life remained turbulent, and his substance abuse issues persisted. Reports of erratic behavior, missed shoots, and conflicts with producers became increasingly common. Behind the laughter and applause, Charlie Sheen was struggling with demons that no paycheck or ratings could resolve. The tension between his talent and his self-destructive tendencies created a volatile environment, one that would ultimately lead to a very public career collapse. If you're still watching, make sure you subscribe because what happens next is one of the most chaotic public collapses Hollywood has ever seen. And if you think the meltdown was the worst part, we're not even close. The downfall became undeniable in 2011, a year that shocked Hollywood and the world. In a series of widely publicized incidents, Sheen's erratic behavior escalated into public confrontations with producers, tabloid-fueled meltdowns, and shocking media interviews. His now famous winning interviews, where he declared himself victorious despite clear personal and professional turmoil, became cultural phenomena. These interviews highlighted both his charisma and the depth of his personal struggles. The culmination of his behavior led to his firing from 2.5 Men, effectively ending his tenure on the show and tarnishing his public image. Financial consequences followed rapidly. Despite earning millions from 2.5 Men, legal battles, settlements, and extravagant spending began to drain Sheen's fortune. The lifestyle that had once seemed glamorous now contributed to financial instability. From mansions and luxury cars to legal fees and medical expenses, Charlie's spending habits, combined with inconsistent work, revealed the fragility of wealth without personal stability. In a matter of years, the man who had once been at the pinnacle of Hollywood success found himself facing both personal and professional crises. Sheen's personal life continued to make headlines, including multiple marriages, high-profile relationships, and public disputes with family members and colleagues. Substance abuse remained a central challenge, exacerbating legal issues and public scrutiny. Yet even amid the turmoil, there were signs of resilience. He sought rehabilitation multiple times, explored therapy, and attempted to regain control over his personal life. While the road to stability was uneven, these efforts marked the beginning of a slow and ongoing attempt to reclaim both health and career. In recent years, Sheen has worked to rebuild his life and reputation, albeit on a more modest scale. He has embraced new ventures, including media appearances, social media engagement, and advocacy around health and recovery. While he has never returned to the same level of Hollywood dominance he once held, Charlie Sheen's story is now viewed through a lens of caution and reflection. He serves as a reminder that personal struggles can intersect with professional life in ways that are both dramatic and instructive. The legacy of Charlie Sheen is multifaceted. On one hand, he is remembered for iconic roles, powerful performances, and cultural impact spanning decades. On the other hand, he is a cautionary figure, illustrating the dangers of excess, public scrutiny, and the pressures of sustaining a high-profile career. At its core, the story of Charlie Sheen is one of extremes, from early stardom to personal chaos, from financial success to public humiliation, yet within this narrative lies a message of resilience. Despite setbacks, public judgment, and personal struggles, Sheen has continued to pursue opportunities to work, grow, and share his story. He embodies the contradictions of celebrity, brilliance and chaos, charm and vulnerability, success and downfall. It is these contradictions that make his story so compelling. In the end, Charlie Sheen's life and career offer lessons about the cost of fame, the fragility of success, and the enduring human capacity for resilience. His story is not just about Hollywood, it is about ambition, temptation, and the choices that define both our public and private lives. This was Fame and Fortune, where legends rise, fall, and reveal the truths the world never sees. Charlie Sheen's story proves that fame can make you and destroy you even faster. Subscribe, the next story is even more unbelievable.